Hey guys, as you can tell, we are in our 2019 long-term Ram Rebel
Rouser,
Andre, and we are heading to the truck dealership to do something that is bittersweet.
Yeah, so we're saying goodbye to the Rouser, right?
Yeah, you may have thought we traded it in on the Ford F-250.
We did not.
We did not. We just bought that, but we are going to trade it in today. And you guys might be wondering, what are we getting? Well, Andre, should we give them some clues before we get there?
Well, there are really 5 major truck makers, right?
Yep.
So we already, this year, purchased a Jeep Gladiator midsize truck.
No, that was last year.
Okay, last year. And then last year, at the end of last year, we purchased the Ford F-250.
Yep. So
it's a heavy-duty truck.
So we have a Ford and we have an FCA product.
Yes.
Okay.
So now what's left is General Motors, Nissan, and Toyota.
So we're going to get one of those 3.
Okay.
To replace this.
Yes.
So shall we tell them which one it is?
No.
Okay. All right, and let's be very clear here. We want to do long-term tests, and we want to do them in a way that is fair to all the brands.
Yes.
Right? So we want to make sure that we're representing, not just in our videos, but in what we are buying, the brands that you guys are out there buying. So that's why we decided to trade this in on a different brand. So we don't want to give the impression that we're playing favorites.
And another clue is that we already have a mid-size truck and a heavy-duty truck, and I'm really proposing, Roman, here that we get a half-ton full-size, but get a one down the middle.
Yeah. So then we have a mid-size, a full-size, and a heavy-duty truck.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give away the ghost.
What?
We're buying a Ridgeline.
What?
No,
okay.
No, we're not buying. We're not. I just wanted to give Honda some love because you said 5. There are really 6 manufacturers.
True.
But it's a mid-size truck. We're not.
Yeah, I was thinking more full-size truck makers, and Honda doesn't have a Ridgeline XL.
I'm super excited to get this vehicle, and let's take a ride over to the dealership, and let's see if it's parked in front for us, Andre, where it should be, all clean, because this thing's dirty. Last question though, are you going to be sad to see the Rebel Rouser go?
Yes, I'm very sad because I've,
heart and soul in this.
I spent a lot of miles, 21,000 miles on this truck in 1 year.
Let's just give them kind of a short synopsis of what we felt about this truck, having put on, like I say, 21,000 miles.
Well, we did a lot of projects,
right?
I think over 26 episodes, maybe.
Yeah.
And almost 22,000 miles. And we started with doing fuel economy testing.
Yeah. And it was not good.
And we were disappointed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because Ram doesn't break out the Rebel from the rest of the lineup, and so you expect to get the fuel economy that the rest of the lineup gets, and you don't. I think we were getting,
17 to 18 to 19 eventually on the highway, and it was rated at 22, which is a regular Ram 1500 4x4.
Right.
This is not a regular truck. It has a lift from the factory, it has big Duratrac tires from the factory, and it's just taller.
And let's be clear, this is before we did anything to it.
Before we modified it.
And then the other thing it has, which we wanted to test out, is the e-torque system.
Right.
It's a mild hybrid, 48 volt. The battery is behind the rear seat.
Right.
And basically it allows such things as stop-start.
Yeah, and it smooths out the transitions between gears.
Yeah.
You know what? I really like that system. It never failed.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people were asking us, does it fail? Do you have to take it in for service? No, we never experienced any failures with it.
But I never felt like it did a whole heck of a lot.
Well, it didn't give us much fuel economy. It didn't give us performance.
Yeah.
So, is it worth $1,500? At the end of the year, I would say probably not.
Yeah, I think it's worth more to Ram for upping their fuel economy numbers for CAFE standards than it is actually to the end user. Let's talk about the Hemi. I love the Hemi. I think, especially with that, it makes it so much nicer. I love the Hemi. I think it's a powerful, smooth engine that's been around for a long time. So I think all the bugs have been worked out of it. So I'm really happy we got the Hemi.
Yeah, and also we teamed up with Mopar.
Yeah.
Right, we used some of the performance parts.
Yeah.
And it just improved the overall experience, I think. The air intake, the exhaust, like you said, the side steps, the wheels. Just in general, it made the truck better, and it works together as a package.
And we did basically upgraded with TerraFlex suspension, which is adjustable.
The shocks, yep.
The shocks. But if you think that we made a Ram into a Raptor, we didn't.
No, and it doesn't ride any better.
No, it doesn't ride any better.
No, because you have to do a lot of development, a lot of work,
Yeah.
special springs, special shocks. If you want to do it properly, you have to spend a lot of money.
Well, Andre, this is unexpected. We seem to have hit a snowstorm.
How convenient!
The good news is the truck we're getting is all-wheel drive. Well, four-wheel drive since it's a truck.
Proper four-wheel drive.
Proper four-wheel drive, of course. So
Okay.
I'm not too worried by the snowstorm.
Okay, but this will make the walk around and the reveal very interesting.
Yeah, got it. That means you get to do it.
I'll do it.
Okay. Now, in terms of reliability, the only issue we had with it, and I'm going to say this was all on us, was when we took it up cliffhanger and broke the front drive shaft.
Yes.
Stay on it, stay on it.
That was not good.
Yikes.
But that was because it was an extreme condition.
And you were kind of, sideways on the rock.
I was,
right?
yeah. Yeah, so I think, reliability-wise, it's been dead solid. We've had recalls, which were done at
But
the dealership.
minor.
But
There's
minor.
like adjustable pedal recall,
Yeah.
adjustable battery terminal recall.
Yeah.
I would call it kind of minor stuff, but there were some recalls.
Yeah, and all in all, I love the ergonomics of this thing. I love the way that this interior is laid out. I love the dual color. Inside, it's really nice.
What's your final decision on your judgment on the rotary dial shifter?
Yeah, it's fine. It works. It clears up this whole area, but it's not my favorite. I'd still like a big old lever
Or a
maybe
column shift.
Maybe
Yeah.
a big old column shift. All right, Andre, here's our second clue. Look at the dealership we're going to.
What is it, Johnson Auto Plaza?
Yeah, our friends at Johnson.
Yeah.
And look, it's a Chevy dealership.
Oh, they also have Buicks.
Are we get a Buick?
No, they don't make a pickup.
By the way, guys, Johnson's Auto Plaza here in Brighton, Colorado. I can't speak highly enough of them. Great for buying vehicles and a really great service department. These guys have always treated us well, and I would not say that if I didn't believe it. They're not paying us for this, and don't think it's just because we're TFL that they did that. We've bought vehicles from other dealerships where, the fact that we have a YouTube channel meant nothing to them.
Yeah, absolutely nothing.
It's red, Andre, so look for
It's red.
It's a red
So
truck.
we're getting red truck for a red truck?
Yeah, we're getting a red truck for a red truck because it films well. Oh, I see it.
Oh, is that
There-
it?
There it is. It's right there. Look at that.
Oh, dude, that's a Trail Boss.
Doesn't that look badass?
Yeah, that looks nice.
All right, I'm gonna go do the paperwork. Why don't you give a walk around?
All right. Hey guys, well there it is, our newest project truck. It's a 2020 Chevy Silverado 1500, but it's a Trail Boss. Let me show you around the truck, and I'm seeing it kind of in person for the first time. First of all, I love the color. Red trucks, especially with black accents. It's kind of a TFL color. Let me pop the hood, show you the engine, and I'll show you the interior and some of the off-road goodies on this truck. For 2020, the Trail Boss is available with at least 2 engine options. Under the hood of this one is a 5.3 liter V8. You're probably saying, wait a minute, why isn't the 6.2 liter V8? Well, there are several reasons for this. First of all, the 5.3 liter V8 is the bread and butter engine for Chevrolet, for General Motors. And we're getting a lot of messages from you guys saying, why don't you test the most common V8 engine, which is in this case the 5.3 and with a 10-speed automatic. We'll be doing it for the next year, so I'm very excited by this. 355 horsepower, 383 pound-feet of torque, good power, it's got cylinder deactivation. We're going to be taking a look at all of this stuff, including fuel economy, off-roading, and much more, even some modifications. So that's what's under the hood. Let's keep walking around it. What I really like is there's not much chrome. In fact, there's not any chrome on the outside. Blacked out grille, blacked out bumpers, Trail Boss thing. We got red hooks. I hope you could see that. They also call it the Z71 package. Well, of course, it's the General Motors off-road package, but the Trail Boss is a very special factory truck. Has a factory lift on the suspension, special Rancho shocks, and of course, off-road tires. In this case, Goodyear Wrangler Duratrax. So if you remember on the stock Ram Rebel, we also had Duratrax. Same thing here. So once again, lifted suspension, off-road tires. In this case, not a selectable locker in the back. It's a G80 or a Detroit locker, sometimes it's also called. And it's when it senses slip, it's supposed to lock the rear axle. There is no locker in the front. But this is the most off-road worthy Silverado 1500, and it's a very popular truck. Let me show you on the inside really quick. The fuel economy on this one is rated at 16 city, 21 highway, 18 combined. But here's some of the options. You can get the Trail Boss in a custom or an LT. This is an LT Trail Boss. It's got bed protection package, bed liner, and leather package, and safety package, convenience package. So it's got several good options. Well, let's jump in. Can you see that? 5 miles on the clock. This is basically just rolled off the delivery truck here at the dealership. Nobody has really touched it much. It's got leather seats, 5-person configuration, and of course it has 4-wheel drive high and 4-wheel drive low. The controls are on the left of the driver here. Also modes, it's got normal mode, sport mode, off-road mode, and towing mode. We'll be testing all those, especially for fuel economy off-roading, and of course towing a trailer, because we want to know what it's like to live with this truck on a daily basis. One thing that I noticed, no sunroof. So not that we use the panoramic roof in the Rebel much, but it kind of feels, well, a little dark in here. The S-tested price on this Trail Boss LT is $56,000. It was $8,000 off, and then we got additional $3,000 off thanks to GM employee pricing, and we worked with General Motors directly on that. So in the end, it is a good deal at about $45,000 for a brand new truck with 5 miles on the clock. This is exactly what I was hoping for. Now we have a GM truck, a brand new one in our fleet, and we'll have a lot more videos on this truck coming soon.
All right, just cut a check for, what was it, 7,900, something like that?
Pretty close.
Pretty close, yeah. So now we no longer own the Ram, but we are putting the plates on the new Trail Boss. Thank you very much.
Ron, thank you. Good to see you.
And you know,
Appreciate it.
I'm going with it's good luck to buy a new truck in a snowstorm. Would you agree? Tell me you agree.
Just like a wedding in the rain.
Just like a wedding in the rain. Goodbye, Ram. It's been fun. Hello, Silverado. It's gonna be fun. Now, if you guys are interested in an old, well, 1-year-old Ram that's lifted, I bet you that Johnson's Auto Plaza is gonna be putting it on the market soon. For me and Tommy, it's time to get behind the wheel of the good old new Trail Boss. We'll have to come up with a name. If you have a name for this new truck, let us know in the comments below. As always, this is Roman saying thanks for watching, and check out tfltruck.com for more news, views, and now Chevy Silverado Trail Boss reviews. Ciao.